Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where you'll notice we're a little bit further forward. That is because my OBS crashed like 3 minutes into the last recording. So, nothing really happened in that amount of time. We are currently working on getting this dangerous faction dealt with. We are also one vassal above our vassal limit. I wouldn't mind doing something down over here, like, for instance, getting the Kingdom of Romagna created and giving that over to, like, this guy here. That'll be fine. We'll get that done. Fantastic. And as far as these go, this ransom is absolutely fine, as is this one, and this one as well. Cool. So it's going to be this guy who's the faction leader. That poem can be lauded. That's completely okay. This ransom is acceptable. There are feasts. The Normans are apparently rising. We're not going to get Normans. Or we're not going to become Norman, rather. These ransoms are all completely acceptable thus far. Yes, those are all fine. And this faction is going to fire in 3 months. Cool. We have our rally point here. We're not going to raise it until we're 1 month out. But we are going to defeat this faction. Shouldn't be a problem. Cool. A lot of stuff is now available. Most of this is not necessary. These ransoms will be fine. Cool. So many ransoms coming in. Yeah, this is all acceptable for the time being. As long as they're not our vassal, I'm okay with it. Sure. Okay, so these guys are going to fire soon. They're now 1 month away from firing. Is this guy still the faction leader? No, actually, Aquitaine is now the faction leader. Okay, so this is moved. We're going to head over here. I just want to make sure... Okay, she's in the faction. This is not. So move our rally point down over here, and we'll begin to raise our troops. Fantastic. We could have risen them, actually, in Aquitaine, most likely. This is almost certainly enough. We're going to move up over here. This is acceptable. And when are these going to fire? They can fire at any time now. So go ahead and do so. Please. I thought that was going to be it. Sad. Very sad indeed. Well, they can fire this anytime they choose. Oof. That's a lot of stress. Any moment now, guys. Any moment. I think I declined that instead of accepting it. I actually meant to accept it. Okay. Please send your ultimatum. Please? Hopefully they do. Any moment now. I just want to fight my vassals. And that wasn't it either. Once again, I was sure that was going to be it. Was that it? Yes, that's it. Okay, good. So they're sending their liberty demand. We will not be threatened. And so war begins. So we're going to start sieging here. And we're going to split off our forces here. So we're going to have a standard siege force of around 5k. These guys... Aquitaine hasn't started raising troops yet. I don't know about that. That feels a little weird. Okay, now they're raising troops, but we actually catch them. Fantastic. That was solid. Now, all we have to do... Oh, actually, that was our husband who died. Okay. So, we should probably get a new one of those, because we need some stewardship. Actually, this guy will do pretty well. Matrilineal, yes. We shouldn't have any additional children. Okay. So let's go ahead and get married. There we go. And is this guy not set up correctly? This is not the screen I wanted. There we go. Oh. This guy's landed. Right. We have to divorce him. Okay. Now we need someone else. like this guy. There we go. That'll do. Cool. He's on managed domain, so that's perfectly fine. At this point, I would like to make our way down over here. We don't catch this force. Maybe up over here? Maybe. All we need to do is keep them off of our capital, of course. Which they're not currently threatening it. So this seems reasonably fine. So we stack wipe this, and then we'll make our way back down this direction, just to make sure that these guys don't attack us. There's only 2 troops there that are actually enemy troops. The others are hostile. So that's not that big of a deal. One thing we might want to do is come up here and give battle. So we'll work on that. We'll head up there. These guys seem pretty safe for the time being. A good deed needs no repayment. The siege is about to end, and we'll head up over here now. We're at 45% war score here. So, they have a pretty good number of troops up this way. We're going to start walking over this way, but we are recently disembarked. And I'm just kind of taking this slow right now. 17 more days. Okay. We'll hold here for a bit. And now we're going to make our way up here. I think we're going to catch part of that force there. We'll see. We'll continue to siege up here. Okay. Well, we're going to fight these guys, which isn't ideal. Sure, show in the Duke. Okay. And now I think I want to embark here. Up like this. Or maybe even go to here. Yes, we'll go to here. Cool. We get a learning lifestyle perk here. And we're going to grab, I think, Carefree. Sure. That'll do. And we'll head down over this way and continue to siege. We're currently at 47% war score. So, what is our supply limit here? Not quite what we'd need. And we are going to be... This is... Hang on a moment. Oh, that's 20k here. Okay. So if we move up to here, this is a bit risky. And that's because of our supply limit. Yeah, that's still going to be slightly above our supply limit. So this isn't an option, really. We need to press out here. Now, they may attack us here. They didn't. They left. That's fascinating. I'm going to fight them here. They're going to pile in. This may not go well for us. We'll see how we roll. And we currently have Cautious Leader and Aggressive Attacker. Okay. Now they're going to pile in here. And yeah, as I thought, it doesn't go well for us. That's okay. We're going to retreat to our capital. There we go. That is not our capital at all. Why are we retreating to rebelling territory? That doesn't make a lot of sense. We're just going to move back to our capital here. No, via sea. And that's fine. We're going to raise additional troops here. Well, here. And we do have another faction brewing here. This isn't shocking. Greek Orthodox populace are not particularly threatening, so I'm not that concerned about that one. This siege will finish up right now, and then we'll head over here and continue to siege. Cool. So we'll get these troops raised, and these guys will head on over. Now, the reason that we ended up losing that fight was A, we were fighting in plains, and B, we had no supplies. So we're going to stop gathering here at this point. We raised up an additional 7 knights, which is always useful. We'll head in here. And we're going to split this force in half. We're going to move some of them up over here. Now that will put this slightly above the supply limit. That's okay for the moment. We're not going up there yet. Okay. So these guys have all of their troops pretty much over here. We're sieging down this way, which is fine. I'm going to give this 1 month for these guys to get some supplies. There we go. Now we'll group this together, and we're going to head up over this way. I'm keeping an eye on where their troops are located, but I'm thinking about falling back here briefly. Yes. So we'll resupply and raise any additional troops that we have over here. Cool. We're continuing to siege out this way. In fact, that is finished. So we will head up over here now. We're resupplying, and we're going to give this a couple of months. Yes, they're going to siege up here. Yes, this is completely fine. If they come in and siege our capital, that's good for us. Okay. We're going to do this until we finish this gather. And then we're going to group everybody back together. There we go. So we're going to group all of these guys back. And this should be more than enough troops to handle this. We're going to head in. And we now need a new steward. So that will be this lady. Sounds good. Okay. Looking at our siege down here, that's all fine. We're going to go to Bordeaux next. Yes. Cool. We're going to head in over here and fight these guys. I think they're going to finish their siege first. They did. We're going to take an attrition here, but we're going to fight them up here. This is great. It takes them a while to turn around and to make their way in. They're going to try to pile in, but they lose this fight. They lose that fight pretty hard, actually. I'm going to let these guys lock in, and then we're going to come fight them here. Actually, we don't catch them there. I thought we were going to, but we didn't. We're going to split our forces in half here and take back these territories. Our siege of Bordeaux is almost done. How long will these take? 4 and 6 months, respectively? Okay. Our siege of Bordeaux has completed, and we're now going to embark and head up here. I do want to get our capital constructing, and we will definitely do so. I'm going to split this force in half as well. They're going to come up here. Keeping an eye on this movement. For now, it's nothing too scary. Yeah, this is fine. No problem here. Our siege force arrives, and we win this back, freeing up this force. And we've almost won this one. Cool. That wasn't our crown, was it? No, that was a different crown. Okay. So our forces are freed up at this point, and it was the war over up until they finished this siege. We're going to fight these guys here. That's some stack wipes. Beautiful. And we're going to walk over towards Ireland here and eliminate this force. This will end the war. We also just discovered bailiffs, and what do we want next? We already got bailiffs here. Communal government would be good. I think we skip Arched Saddle for the time being. We grab communal government, and then we work on High Medieval from there. War is over, so we will enforce our demands. All of those guys are imprisoned. Perfect. And the question is, now what? Now that that's over, are these guys still going to be a thing? Yes. Maybe. No, they're all too weak to send an ultimatum. Okay. That's exciting. That is definitely exciting. Hey, Lotharingia. Do you have any coastline for us to steal? A little bit. Definitely not that duchy. This one would actually work. Very well, in fact. Now, there's still territory we can get down this river and such, but... And even this is still coastal. So it's this and down here. Not all of that duchy is coastal. I think we go for Holland. Done. So we're going to raise up our men-at-arms here. How many troops are we going to need to fight Lotharingia? Not a ton. And I don't think any of these are actually going to be a problem. Cool. So this is plenty of troops, I think. We'll move those together, and we'll go take Zealand. That won't take very long to siege. A non-lethal single combat for an artifact in Aquitaine. I decline. We're going to head up over towards Holland next. Get out of here with those demands for artifacts. Okay. So that's the Lotharingian army over there. We're going to stop moving. We're going to split off our siege forces. This should still be enough. And we are going to head up over this way, put in a siege commander, and the rest of our troops, they're going to come back here and look to fight. Now, we have slightly fewer troops, but our troops are higher quality, and their troops were actually spread out when we started this fight, so this is pretty over. Beautiful. So that was worth 37%. We're going to come into Antwerp at this point, and we'll continue to siege up over this way. We'll slow siege over here. I'm not going to chase them into their realm because of just crippling attrition if we try to do that. But this will be fine. There we go. Cool. So the siege up here finishes up. Ticking war score is now on our side, and we'll head down to Antwerp and start fast sieging that. Ah, we can see their actual army is over here. This is fine. We'll go up there and we'll beat them again. And so we do in exactly the same way. They were split up again. Cool. So there's that one, and we will head on down over this way. Yeah, this will be fine. And we're just sieging our way down. This war will be over very shortly at this point. We have ticking on our side. We're getting about 5 to 10% per siege. So yeah, this will be over in 1 to 2 more sieges. Cool. We're going to start a slow siege over here. There we go. We see their army right here, actually. This attrition is acceptable, given how small their army is. We'll pursue them. We'll head in over here to this lower level castle that we can siege faster. And we'll fight their army again. This time, they're not split up, they just lose. We won with ticking war score, we would have won with the battle or the siege. We'll just finish both. There we go. And we'll enforce our demands and disband our troops. Beautiful. Okay, there's a little bit more land for us. Now, of course, this is in the Kingdom of Frisia, which this guy only has the 1 county. We'll definitely take this. He really can't do anything about it. I mean, he's allied to the Bavarian band, but we don't care about the Bavarian band in all honesty. So we're going to raise up our troops here. 631, huh? We don't need more than levy then. Fantastic. So they'll be raised up soon. And in we go. Game is paused. Helps if I unpause it. Fantastic. So the siege will finish shortly. There we go. War is over, of course, and we'll enforce those demands. Disband those troops, and we will grant this on out. We're 2 direct vassals over, and we're going to need to create some duchies over here for sure. So the Duchy of Flanders we can definitely create, and that will be given to Count Dan here. 3 vassals go with, and we can also create the Duchy of Holland, which we will do, and that goes over to this guy. Now he's pretty upset with us. In fact, he's extremely upset with us. However, we'll demand that he converts over in order to get out of prison. There we go, and he's way less upset with us now. Fantastic. Perfect. Okay, so we're definitely expanding our coast up here. Now we need to go after this chunk of Lotharingia. Of course, we need to go down rivers as well, but for now, this'll do. There's also this chunk of Klingonberg over here. Now, the Klingons are not going to be very happy about us taking this over, but as long as we win with honor, it should be fine. In theory. Looking at duchies here, this is actually not a terrible one for us to take. It means that our border here is contiguous. Even though this is coastal, this is not. But this is coastal here. Our border is still contiguous because of the way that this dips in and connects up here. So this is fine. We'll go ahead and declare that, and Klingonberg has like 5,000 troops. I mean, I feel like they need more Klingons, if I'm honest, but let's go. This is way more troops than we need. We're going to disband half of them, and then we're going to divide them in half again. No, actually, we'll call this good. We'll call this good. And we'll head up over this way. There we go. These sieges should go very quickly, and we'll see where the Klingon army shows up with all of their batlets. We'll see how effective their batlets are. My guess, not particularly. Yeah, that's not very many Klingons. 5922 is the number of Klingons they have. Okay. Time between mental breaks. Well, that's nice. So if that's their number of Klingons, we're going to leave behind a siege force here of about this size. And these guys, they're going to go stop the Klingons. Cool. No problem here. They're attempting to flee, and they fail. Oh, we don't have a siege commander here. That would help. Cool. We got a spear from that. And we won the battle. Naturally, we expected nothing less. I guess we'll come over here and start a slow siege. That would be fine. We got 50% from that battle, so unless their leader... Oh, wow, they're not very good Klingons at all. Their leader isn't even commanding them. You know what? Let's let them lock in, and let's go stack wipe them. There. That'll deal with them. Cool. We'll head down over here in siege. And we may as well head down here in slow siege at this point. We're at 63% war score. Ticking is on our side. This is not Klingonberg. This is Lotharingia. Okay. We're going to head over here instead, where it's more Klingon-y. Fantastic. So that siege finished up. We're going to head down here and continue this. Currently 7 months, but once our siege weapons arrive, 30 days. Beautiful. We'll test the mythical practices. What could go wrong? We're already a witch, so it's okay. Sure, we'll continue to experiment. Mystical knowledge, huh? Okay. Sure, we now have mystical knowledge. We'll continue to head southward here. We're at 87% war score, and we're getting about 9% per county here. That was a very, very rapid siege there. Okay. So this will definitely end it. Unless ticking does before then, but I don't think it will. Cool. So that is nice and over. And we'll disband our troops and hand out these titles. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, I think we'll really start focusing in on Iberia. We've been kind of neglecting that for a while, and I would like to get back to that. But we'd also like to fight the Byzantines and these guys as well. We want to work on our Mediterranean holdings, broadly. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Kazaral, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Kentuin, Spartan News, Nick Smarty. I wanted to start that with a K for some reason. I don't know why. Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cameron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.